You studied hard. You read the books. You know what a Roth IRA is. You understand compound interest. You've probably read at least one finance book. So why does your bank account still not reflect any of that? I'll tell you why. And it's not what you think. It's not laziness. It's not your income. It's not even your discipline. It's your brain. And today, I'm going to prove it. By the end of this video, you're going to see 3 specific ways your mind is quietly working against your money. Right now, without your permission, and you're going to recognize every single one of them because you've felt them this week. Let's go. Behavioral economists have spent decades asking one question: why do smart people keep making terrible financial decisions? The answer they keep finding is not ignorance. It's cognitive bias. Hardwired mental shortcuts your brain uses to process the world faster. Most of the time, they protect you. But when it comes to money, they are costing you. 3 biases, 3 blind spots, all 3 probably operating in your life right now. Loss aversion, mental accounting, and the one almost nobody talks about, the Ostrich Effect. Let's break them down one by one. Here's a simple scenario. Someone offers you a coin flip. Heads, you win $200. Tails, you lose $100. The math is obvious. You should take that deal every time. The expected value is positive, but most people hesitate. A lot of people say no. Why? Because Nobel Prize-winning psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky proved something that should change how you see every money decision you've ever made. Losses feel twice as painful as equivalent gains feel good. Losing $100 hurts more than winning $100 feels good. It's not logic. It's wiring. Ancient survival wiring that kept your ancestors alive, but has absolutely no business managing your investment portfolio. Here's what that looks like in real life. You buy a stock. It drops 15%. What do? Most people hold. They can't bring themselves to lock in the loss. They sit, hope, and pray it bounces back. The pain of selling feels too real. But that same person, when a stock is up 15%, they sell immediately. They grab the gain before it vanishes. The result? They hold their losers and sell their winners. Exactly. Backwards. And it's happening every single day across millions of portfolios. Proverbs 4:7 says, "Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom." But wisdom requires seeing clearly. You cannot see clearly when fear is running the show underneath the surface. Here's the practical fix. Make decisions by rules, not feelings. Before you invest a single dollar, decide in advance. If this drops X%, I exit. Write it down. Because the version of you that sets the rule before the pain is infinitely clearer than the version of you watching the number fall in real time. Discipline built before the storm is the only kind that works during it. Okay, new scenario. Tell me if this sounds familiar. Your tax refund hits $1,800, and instead of paying down your credit card, the one charging you 22% interest, you book a trip, or you win $400 at a casino and spend it on dinner and drinks like it evaporated from a dream. But if you had earned that $400 at work, you'd think twice about every dollar. Same money, completely different behavior. This is mental accounting, coined by Nobel-winning economist Richard Thaler. And it's the reason your brain sorts money into invisible buckets that don't actually exist. The tax refund bucket says, that's bonus money. Live a little. The casino win bucket says, that's house money. It doesn't count. The savings account bucket says, don't touch that. That's sacred. But here's the cold truth your brain doesn't want to accept. A dollar is a dollar. The dollar from your refund carries the exact same weight as the dollar from your paycheck. Debt does not care which bucket it came from. Interest compounds on all of it. Here's where it gets even sneakier. A lot of people keep a savings account they refuse to touch while simultaneously carrying high-interest debt. Let's say your savings earns 4%. Your credit card charges 20%. You're losing 16% to feel psychologically safe. That's not a safety net. That's a wealth leak dressed up as wisdom. Your brain wants the comfort of seeing a positive number somewhere, even when the overall picture is negative. That's mental accounting working against you in slow motion. The fix is this: consolidate your mental buckets. Every dollar you have serves one mission, your financial freedom. A windfall should go where it does the most mathematical good, not the most emotional good. Celebrate strategically. Pay the debt first, then plan the dinner. This one right here, this is the one that hits different. In 2006, researchers tracked thousands of investors during a period of market volatility. What they found was fascinating and, honestly, a little disturbing. When markets were going up, investors logged in constantly, checking balances, watching numbers grow, engaged. But when markets started falling, login activity dropped sharply. People stopped checking. They looked away. The researchers called it the Ostrich Effect, named after the myth that ostriches bury their heads in sand to avoid predators. When financial reality became uncomfortable, people unconsciously chose not to look at it. Let me ask you something honest right now. When is the last time you sat down and looked at all of your accounts, every debt, every balance, every investment, every retirement account, at the same time with clear eyes? For a lot of people watching this, the real answer is, it's been a while. And I want you to know, that's not a character flaw. It's a brain protection mechanism. Your mind is shielding you from anxiety. The problem is that financial problems don't disappear when you stop looking. They don't freeze in place, waiting for you to feel ready. They compound, they grow, they become crises. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. But I want to sit with that for a second, because some of us watching this have the knowledge. We've done the research, we've watched the videos, and we still aren't looking at our numbers. That's not a lack of information. That is the ostrich effect in real time. And every month you don't look, the gap between where you are and where you want to be quietly gets wider. The fix: schedule a weekly money date. 1 hour every week. Open every account. See every number, even the ugly ones, especially the ugly ones, because financial clarity, even when the picture hurts, is the starting line of every single financial comeback. You cannot fix what you refuse to see. So let's put this all together. Loss aversion makes you hold your losers too long and sell your winners too early. Mental accounting makes you treat found money like it's free, while debt quietly eats your future. The ostrich effect makes you look away from your own financial life at the exact moment it needs your attention most. And all three are running in the background. In smart people, educated people, people who know better. This is what most financial content misses. Information alone is not transformation. Knowing what to do and actually doing it are separated by a gap, and that gap is your psychology. Romans 7:19 puts it plainly. For I do not do the good I want to do, but the evil I do not want to do, this I keep on doing. Paul wasn't writing about money, but he was describing every person who has ever known better and still done worse. The solution starts with one thing: awareness. You cannot overcome a bias you haven't named. You just named 3. Here's your one action before you close this video. Pick the bias that hit closest to home: loss aversion, mental accounting, ostrich effect, and write down exactly where it's showing up in your life right now. Not last year, right now. That moment of recognition is where real change begins. Not in a spreadsheet, not in a budget app, in your mind. If this hit home, share it, because I guarantee you know someone smart, hardworking, and still wondering why their money never seems to grow. Send this to them. And if you want to keep going deeper on how to build real wealth with a clear mind and a solid foundation, subscribe and hit that bell. I'll see you in the next one.